Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori says his administration will join forces with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in combating the high prevalence of substance and drug abuse, especially among the young population in the state. Governor Oborevwori made this known recently when he received in audience the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, and his team at Government House, Asaba.
Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, led a delegation to Delta State recently where he met with the State Governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, and other stakeholders in the state on the need for joint efforts in tackling the menace of substance abuse and illicit drug trade. An estimated 500,000 people are said to be involved in drug and substance abuse in Delta State. While commending retired General Marwa and his men for the successes recorded in the fight against substance abuse and illicit drug trade, Governor Oborevwori assured NDLEA of his administration's readiness to leave no stone unturned in the fight against substance abuse and illicit drugs business in the state.
Drug abuse is both a global health and social problem. It is imperative that we embark on proactive measures to rid our society of this menace.
Earlier in his remark, the NDLEA boss, who attributed the increased cases of murder, kidnapping and banditry to drug abuse by perpetrators, bemoaned the increasing rate of drug abuse in Nigeria.
Drug scourge in Nigeria has a prevalence, Your Excellency, that is unacceptably high. We hope we will concretize partnership in this fight that we must win.
In a related development, Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori has applauded the efforts of the Nigerian Air Force in decimating insurgency and terrorism within the shores of the country. The governor gave the commendation recently when the Air Officer Commanding Special Operations Command, Air Vice Marshal Eko Efiom, paid him a courtesy visit at Government House, Asaba. The governor noted that the Nigerian Air Force unit in the state has been instrumental in bringing about the relative peace enjoyed in the state.
The security agents are doing their best, and the person you have here is doing very well. We want more peace in Delta State. That is the only way development can come to this state.
On his part, Air Officer Commanding Special Operations Command of the Nigerian Air Force, AVM Efiom, who was in the state on an operational visit, assured the governor of the force's readiness to ward off any security threats in the state.
I want to assure Your Excellency of our continued cooperation and support towards dealing with security issues here in the state. From what I see, it's not so much of a problem, and that attests to the level of leadership in existence in the state.
The visit was also to thank Governor Oborevwori and his team for supporting the Delta State unit of the Counter-Terrorism and Insurgency Command of the Nigerian Air Force, as well as strengthen collaborations in the interest of sustainable peace and development in Delta State.
Inside the Niger Delta,